So what we're going to do today is we're going to solve 252 plus 188. The first way that we're going to do this is we're going to use estimation. So if I was to estimate the solution to this problem, I would round down 252 to 250 to make it a little bit easier to work with. And then I would round 188 up probably to 200, because that's easy to work with. So then if we're using estimation, 250 plus 200 is 450. We know that we rounded 188 up quite a lot, so I'm going to say that it's going to be less than 450. Okay, so that's my estimation. Great. Okay, so we put our estimate over here. We've estimated that it's going to be less than 450. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use our base 10 manipulatives to solve this. So I've got 252 laid out plus 188. So right now I can see that I need to trade in some things. So I've got I've got 8 of these, and then I can add 2 of those to make 10. And trade those in for another 100 flat. So now I've got 400 over here and 30, and then these guys, I've got 8 of these and 2 of these. I can bring the 2 over here, that makes 10, and then I can wipe those off and trade them in for another 10 flat, or 10 rod, I guess. So I can bring those down if I want, and I can see that I have 400 and 40. We're going to use base 10 blocks, and I'm going to do a pictorial representation of those. So 252 using base 10 blocks would look like this. Got 2 flats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 1 units. Then we're going to add that to 188, which would be 1 flat. Yeah, 8 10 rods. 3, 4, 8, and then 8 1s. Awesome. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to group all of my flats together. So I've got 3 flats here. So that's 300. Then I'm going to start grouping. How many have we got? We've got 8 plus 2, so I can trade those in for 110 rod. So that's come over here. I'm going to cross those out because we've already dealt with those, and then we've got to deal with our 10 rods. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 right now. So I can trade that for 1 more flat, and then we will have 3 extra 10 rods. That would give us 1, 2, 3, 400. So we'll write a 4 here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 440. And that would be our solution. Awesome. Okay, so symbolically, I can represent this by breaking up our numbers so that they're a little bit easier to deal with. So I could turn 252 into 200 plus 50 plus 2. And then 188 would be 100 plus 80 plus 8. Then I can take these numbers, 200 plus 100, 300. 50 plus 80 is a little bit harder, but I know 50 plus 50 is 100, plus 30 is 130. Great. And then we can take these two. 2 plus 8 is 10. Awesome. So then I can start adding these numbers up. And these numbers are a little bit easier to deal with because they're all ending in 0. That's a little bit easier to add as opposed to 52 and 88. So we're going to go 300 plus 130. We know that's 430. I can do that in my mind pretty easily. And then plus 10 is also pretty simple, is 440, which is the same solution that we got when we used our base 10 blocks. So that makes us happy. So we can check this with our estimate when we're done to see if we've done anything drastically wrong in our addition processes. So if I look at what my estimate was before, I estimated that it was going to be below 450, and I was right. The answer is 440. So I was pretty close. I was only 10 off. So that's how I would solve the question, 252 plus 188